in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
22, he's coming, 22's coming.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Colts 7, Browns nothing.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
By the Colts.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
At the 10-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's got some space here. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards.
First down, Colts.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown,
Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Roses to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14, Browns nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go play action here on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A gain of 12 on the play. Brings up 3rd and long.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield, he'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And again, it's Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
19-yard line.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Browns get a score closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did it. Needed a lot of football, full half to be played. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And again, it's Chubb. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go. Switch.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Regular. Single slot.
Mayfield on play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Now Mayfield lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Rocky Sin. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. the gun. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
To number 4.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mark. I heard you went to West. I'm about to take you to school.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Colts.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58, boys. 58.
Back to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
That's 22. That's 22.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2-yard line.
That's 22. That's 22. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Browns 7.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. 52's the mark, boys. 52.
On play action, they'll throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Switch. He's checking.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Colts 17, Browns 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Pascal's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Kill. Hey, only 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
At the 42-yard line.
Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, keep it up. Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike. Check Mike. Hey, only 33.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Just like that.
Mayfield to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, Yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they take a knee. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Colts, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.